In Opialua Estate, everybody knew Deacon Samuel Adeyemi. Not by address but by reputation. He was the kind of man landlords greeted with two hands. The kind that neighbors used as reference when filling forms. If Deacon Adeyemi vouched for you, doors opened. If he shook his head, even lies felt ashamed. Every Sunday without fail, his voice carried through the church as he led opening prayer. Calm, assured, righteous. His wife sat beside him, head properly covered. She carried the Bible on her lap. Their only son, Daniel, sat quietly, never playing with his phone, never whispering. A model family. Not correct family be that, people would say. God really bless some people. But only walls know the full story of a house. Daniel Adeyemi was not a bad boy. He wasn't stubborn. He wasn't wild. He wasn't greedy. He was just tired. Tired of waking up every morning to rejection emails. Tired of NYSC allowance that finished before the month even found its footing. Tired of watching his mates on WhatsApp posting new rides, soft life captions, Dubai filters, while he calculated transport fare like a mathematician. Sometimes, he would sit on the edge of his bed at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering how life scattered so quickly. One evening, Daniel went to his mother and finally spoke. "Mommy," he said gently, "things are hard. Oh, it's not easy at all." His mother, Mrs. Eunice Adeyemi, paused from folding clothes. She looked at him, not angrily, not kindly either, just with that quiet disappointment Nigerian mothers master too well. "Which things are not hard?" she replied. "Your mates are not complaining like this." That sentence entered Daniel's chest and settled there. From that day, she started talking, not directly, but constantly. "See Auntie Busy's son, he has finished building his own place. Children these days know how to help their parents. God forbid poverty from this house." She never said steal. She never said fraud. She never said yoho. But every word carried weight. Daniel's entry into fraud didn't come with drums or celebration. It came quietly, like a thief at dawn. A friend from school introduced him to online work. Nothing serious, just helping foreigners move money. "They are rich people, they won't feel it," the friend said. Daniel hesitated. But when he paid NEPA bill without asking his father for money, his mother smiled. When he bought groceries and there was meat in the soup again, she praised him. "You're trying," she said one night. That's how a responsible son behaves. Those words did more damage than insults ever could. Soon, Daniel upgraded from helping to planning. He bought a better laptop. Multiple phones. Sleepless nights. His conscience fought at first, but hunger silences morals quickly. And every time money entered, his mother's relief washed away his guilt. She didn't ask questions. She didn't want details. She didn't want to know. Deacon Adeyemi noticed the changes but chose peace. New clothes. Better phones. Cash flowing where it used to drip. When a child is grown, you don't ask too many questions, he told himself. God will guide him. He didn't know that silence can be permission. The arrest came on a Wednesday. Ordinary. Daniel was returning from a meeting when a black bus stopped beside him. Before he could ask questions, hands grabbed him. Phones confiscated. Laptop seized. Neighbors watched from behind curtains. At the station, the truth spilled like broken palm wine. Charges. Evidence. Confessions. Mrs. Adeyemi arrived breathless, wrapper loosened, prayers tumbling out of her mouth. "This is not my son," she cried. "He's a church boy." Daniel sat there quietly, eyes red, body weak. When he looked at her, she finally understood the look. It wasn't blame. It was heartbreak. By evening, the news had traveled. From compound to street. From street to church. By Sunday, the Adiami pew was empty. People whispered, "No so Ibi." I talk too quiet for my liking. Inside the house, Deacon Adeyemi locked himself away. The Bible lay untouched on the table, gathering dust, the same Bible that had never known a Miss Sunday. Mrs. Adeyemi cried until her eyes could no longer produce tears, only pain. And somewhere behind cold iron bars, Daniel slept on bare cement, his back aching, his mind replaying every warning he never heard, and every silence he mistook for approval. Months later, during visiting hours, Mrs. Adeyemi sat across from her son, her voice reduced to a whisper. "I thought I was helping you," she said, hands shaking. "I just didn't want us to suffer." Daniel looked at her for a long moment, then nodded slowly. "I know, Mommy," he said quietly. "But sometimes, the love that pushes too hard doesn't protect, it destroys." She reached for his hands and broke down, the weight of regret finally finding a voice. Because in Nigeria, pressure often dresses like love. And encouragement doesn't always sound like praise. Sometimes, it sounds like silence.